reading. The information for that is listed below. You can book your through my Etsy shop too. I have a 10 for 20, 20 for 30, and 30 for 40. If you don't see one of those up there though, you can text me at 971-354-9504. And then I try to keep my readings as affordable as I can, so I do have like a week's waiting period. I don't know why. Okay, Capricorn, your energy. As soon as I tapped in, I got really tired. I got really tired, which I wasn't like that, so I could tell that it was a big part of your energy. Also very confused. I feel like things let's see what's coming through. Alright, my loves, things are going to feel like they're falling apart, but I promise you they're coming together. Like if some of you lost a job, it's coming together. It feels very foggy for you right now. It feels like you can't really see things. It feels like it's a bit of a roller coaster. When you feel like you're catching a break, then all of a sudden, boom, I feel like it's an up and down, up and down, up and down. But I think that it's like, I feel like it's perfect though. It's lining up. Everything is falling into place. But everything is falling, so as it's falling, it looks very destructive, but it's not. It's not. Everything is just, it's coming in. So some of you are dealing with some type of like legal papers this week. It could also be like insurance papers, or like maybe there's something about that. Like if you lost a home, or if there was like a fire, or if there was anything like that where you're going to get some type of payout, if that could be happening this week. Like if you're waiting on some type of money, Social Security, something like that, there's a high chance that that's going to be coming through this week. I also feel like the universe wants you to create like a sacred place for you to go and meditate and leave all your troubles, right? That's what your altar is for. You leave your heavy burdens and you like kind of like lay them down to rest. That's really what it is. You're like, and sometimes like I'll even picture me, I'll speak it out loud and then I'll put it in a bubble and then I'll like blow it away. You know, just whatever you can picture yourself, just putting it somewhere else. I think that your beliefs are changing right now, and sometimes that has a lot to do with it, because remember, your thoughts are what manifests your outcome. We're always creating. We're not like every single second we're creating, and a lot of that is based off our beliefs. And so in order for anything to change, your belief system and how you handle things, and all of that has to change. And it's like a hidden path to you. It might not be something that you've seen before. Maybe what you're meant to do isn't something that you've ever even thought about doing, right? It feels different, but the universe is saying like rise above it. It's going to be something. Remember that the universe is never going to put you somewhere where you're not going to have fun. Right? They're not going to make you an accountant when you're a musician. You know, like that's not realistic. If you know where you're going and you put the address into the GPS, then it will take you there. And it's the same thing when it comes to spirit. If you know where you're going, then put the address, the location, whatever it is, inside and follow the instructions. That's more of how it works. Because the universe doesn't put things in our place. It's more like we have to believe. It comes to us. I don't know how to explain it. It's already there. It's already there. And you have to believe that the universe gives it to you. The Queen of Pentacles. Not everything, right? It's more like well, they can't give you what you don't choose. You have the right to say no. So I feel like there's certain things that you're saying no to right now that maybe at some point you felt like you needed to say yes to. Ooh, I love this. It could even be a job offer. Like maybe at some point, you see, I do feel like there's some type of legal situation going on. If there is, it's definitely going to come like on your side. If you're trying to remove something from your record, right now is also the best time to do that. Capricorn. Or if you know somebody that needs to, right now is the best time to do that. Your fears are trying to get a hold of you, my love, but remember that right now is when we get tested the most. Right now, like, it's when we're struggling. That's when we need to look to the universe the most. That's when we can't turn our back from the universe. When we start to struggle, when we start to get confused, that's when we need to plug in. Don't forget about how powerful you are in those moments. That's usually when we also forget about ourselves and our powers and our gifts and what, like, the abilities that we have to be able to get out of whatever situation is in front of us. The thing is that ideas can't come in unless we have peace of mind. And peace of mind can't come in until we change our beliefs. And that has to do with, like, love, relationships. Maybe it's an expectation of how someone is supposed to be treating you. Could be boss too. But I'm picking up on, like, love. I also feel like love and work and all this other stuff is kind of like all meshing together. Like, the energy is just all meshing. And for you, you're the type of person that needs to compartmentalize everything. You can't think straight when it's all fuzzy and all over the place. You're just not that type of person. See, you need to be able to see it in front of you so that you can study it better. The Four of Cups, I feel like that's the way that you need things right now. The King of Cups with the Four of Cups. And then it's also like study your emotions. It's good. The purpose of meditation is so that you can know your centered energy, who you are, because your centered energy, who you are in meditation is your natural, that's your natural state of self. So, and I think that's what the Four of Cups is representing. The beliefs, like the belief system, is sit down so that we can clear all that out. And that way, when you start going out into the world, you're not absorbing everything that other people think, other people feel, other people's beliefs, and it's easier for you to think for yourself. When you center your energy doesn't connect to other people's, and you don't you don't confuse your energy for their energy. I hope that makes sense, because it's very easy for us to do that, especially as an empath, and whoever I'm reading for, I could tell that you are. So you have to be able to identify your feelings versus other people's feelings when you go out into the world and start feeling theirs, because when we can feel what they feel, then our belief system changes. And then our belief system changes based off our feelings and our reactions and our triggers and all this other stuff, right? So we need to be centered all the time. I think they're asking meditation. Create a place where you could go and meditate. It's very, very important for you right now. If you're in a relationship, you need to create a little bit of sacred space for yourself, even while you're in the relationship. Like I said, you're the type of person that you need your time in, like, moments, and I feel like you're not expressing that to your person, that maybe you need a little bit of space. They're asking for a lot of you, and I think maybe a lot of your time, and you're not giving enough time to yourself for you to be able to give it to other people, or for you to be able to give it to the person that you love. I see a lot of love here. There's not really much going on in your relationship. It's very peaceful, and I think you guys are doing really good. But it feels like expectations of life and everything else is kind of getting in the way. Maybe this person, when there's not a lot of problems, our mind or our ego tends to go looking for certain things. And I also feel like that could be what's going on. See? Nine of Swords, what did I say? That's the energy that I was talking about. That's the fear. Seven of Swords. It's like a fear that someone is living a lie, or not telling you the truth, or not being honest with you about the type of relationship that they want. Maybe they jump in with you and then, well, like, they get their feet wet and then they get out, and to you, you're like, what? I thought we were gonna get all the way in. That's what it feels like. Like, this person just likes to get their feet wet and then they pull out. But I think you guys are going to rise above it. I feel like the only reason that's happening, that could even be you. It could even be you, where you feel like you want to move fast into a relationship, and then once you feel like it's moving a little too quickly, you have this energy of wanting to pull back. But it's not because you don't want to try it. It's just it's a lot maybe in that moment. Maybe it comes with a lot. Like the Four of Wands is a big commitment. It would be a big change for you. But there's a part of you that, or whoever I'm speaking to, there's someone here that has just a lot of anxiety because of what they can't see. Like there's a lot of the unknowns. Maybe you're moving into a path that's completely brand new. A lifestyle that's different. Too, like maybe you could be connecting with someone, or you could be getting married with someone and then moving in with them, and then your entire life just changes very quickly. And there's this it feels like cold feet, I guess. That's why I was picking that up. Like it's just too cold, so they get out, cold feet. I don't know if that's how they come up with that, but that's what popped into my head. Someone gets cold feet and then they want to run because it's too much change that would be coming in, and it makes somebody very uncomfortable. Queen of Cups. If the person I feel like the only reason the person gets cold feet is because they're not centered enough. I think they're getting a lot of fear from a bunch of other stuff, including their past. They probably came from a home where the family or the parents aren't together. So they have a hard time committing to anyone themselves. It's too many. Thank you. Two of Cups. See, I think if you two can rise above this, because like I said earlier, I see a lot of love, but I can tell that they get cold feet, and they tend to run a little bit. And it's not that I don't think they're going to actually run. I think it's just, it scares them, and they're having a lot of anxiety, and they're not talking about how much anxiety it's giving them. They're starting to put up a wall a little bit. They're also, like I said, they're not talking about it. My throat chakra has been breaking. So I feel like the feminine is pretty clear about what she wants. I feel like this is the masculine. I feel like the masculine wants this so bad, but it's such a big change. And I think it's just very different. The lifestyles are very different. What they want is a little different. What you two want is or maybe this masculine is trying to make them, like, give himself excuses as to why he can't continue in the relationship, because it's bringing on a lot of fear. But the desire to be in it and to be in love with this person is very much there. See, but somebody's very confused. Like I know that I'm in love with you. I know that you're my soulmate. The Lovers with the Two of Cups. I know that I'm meant to move on with you. I know that I'm meant to grow and maybe mature and evolve with you. But this evolution, this is the Tower with the Seven of Cups, destruction. King of Pentacles. Yeah, see, I said it was the masculine. My feminines are up here. My feminines, maybe you're just not getting like a divorce. It could be that you're trying to, because you've been, my feminines, because you've been used to being in a relationship. It could be that you're trying to connect with someone. I don't want to say right away, but pretty fast, because you've been in a relationship for a while. Maybe you're not used to being alone. And so there's a desire to connect with someone fairly quickly, and just be careful with that. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. The Hierophant. See, I think you guys are meant to go into marriage or like real commitment. But you two could also have like different beliefs, but they're going through some type of tower moment with the Ten of Swords. Or maybe they've already been through that and that's why that fear is there. But I honestly, like, I really hope that my masculine, my advice for you guys, like, if you're in here, please do not mess this up. This is just cold feet, but if you move forward, like, it's good. Everybody is scared. Everyone gets scared when they're somewhere where it's unfamiliar. It's uncomfortable, but you do it anyways. You move forward anyways. Just because you're scared doesn't mean you don't do it. Could be talking to a water sign. right, my loves, as I'm saying that, 15. All right, love you guys. Praise to the Most High for allowing me to be your messenger. We'll talk soon. Bye.